there, it's Kevin with GatheringMagic.com here with match number 3 with our Dragon Speaker red deck. Yes, we'd like to play first. Well, we're going to try it. I'm going to keep it, but we're a glass cannon here. We have 0 aggression early on and are really just banking on this Dragon-style twin with the Hammer of Purphoros. So green, no first turn play from our green friend. There's a Prophetic Flamespeaker, which will come out later. It's going to be Hammer of Purphoros next turn. Because we do have some options with the Prophetic Flamespeaker. I don't want it to get removed. I think the right play is just to... Well, I don't know. Maybe we do go the Prophetic Flamespeaker here. Because Hammerhand can come out next turn. Now, either way, it's getting not. It's just Hammer of Purphoros, because this is getting haste next turn no matter what, and this gives us more information. So, it's going to be Mono Green Devotion. I have not seen this matchup for quite a while, and it's, ouch. It's Polukranos. Polukranos with the Nykthos Shrine of Nyx. So, that card's still good. Again, haven't seen him forever. But I think that we will just Prophetic Flamespeaker. And then Hammerhand on the Prophetic Flamespeaker. Make Polukranos not be able to block. And swinging for 4. Unfortunately, we get nothing out of this. But it's 2 cards that we don't care about that go to the graveyard. Now, he could go crazy and fight. We have the other Hammerhand to make something else not be able to block. Now, there's no way he can generate enough to fight. So, he's going to... If he tries to erase, I think I'm in pretty good shape for erase. There's another mountain. And it's a red, so it's a red-green version. So I think the right play is definitely going to be another Prophetic Flamespeaker. Or what we do is we just Hammerhand onto this Prophetic Flamespeaker. And Dragon-style Twin can just get in there for some brutal damage. He blocks, though. He's got so much devotion. I've got to keep him down from devotion. So I'm thinking that we got to go the other Prophetic Flamespeaker. And then Hammerhand. Again. Making the... Yeah, Polukranos not be able to block. And we'll attack him with both. And he's going to let it all go through, huh? I guess that's the right play. And we can definitely cast that. And I did play a land, though. So just the Dragon's Mantle on one of these guys is good. It draws us into another Hammerhand, which is going to be pretty good next turn if he can't generate an obscene amount of lands, which he might be able to. So the Nykthos Shrine of Nyx is going to do 5. And just a Caryatid, huh? And he plays the Temple off the top. And he's got 8 mana. Nine mana. Genesis Hydra for 7. And he hits terrible, 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 terrible cards to hit. Just a Corsair Crewfix with the Genesis Hydra. So I could still come out of this. He's only down to a 10, but he's got 2 cards in hand. I've got a Dragon Mantle. It's definitely be the Hammerhand. On the big, well, either, yeah, on the Dragon Mantle one, I believe. making the Genesis Hydra unable to block. And I don't think I run the Dragon Mantle because I want to pump this guy up as much as possible and force him to throw the Pulchronos in front of the Prophetic Flamespeaker. So I have Dragon Mantle on this one. I can only pump it up twice. But it does draw me a card. So I think that's actually fine. And I am going to play the Mountain. That's fine. So we're going to go attack phase. Swing in with all of them. And that's fine. I think that we just pump up this guy big enough to first strike down the Pulchronos. He's got it. Does he have another one in his hand? No, it went to the bottom of his library. But if I pump this other guy up all the way, does he just die? One will get through. So he's absorbing 4. So 4 will go through here. 5, 6, 7, 8 will go through. So I don't think that I can quite do enough with the Prophetic Flamespeaker. And I don't need to draw more cards, so that's fine. We'll just pump, pump, and pump. So 5 damage is going to go through. This keeps our guy alive. He loses a Courser. Courser's Devotion is really, really hammered here. I think that's the best. So that gets first striked off. And he takes 7. And we still get a 2. Both those have to go bye-bye because we can't cast them. But he's down to a 3. Again, his Devotion really did get hammered. Another Genesis Hydra on top. Six mana, 7, 8. Does he really have another one in his hand? Seeing a lot of old school decks here that I haven't seen in quite a while. He's going to be another Genesis Hydra for 7. He can draw those. And that's actually a really good one because he gets Hornet Queen. Ugh. That is just not what I wanted to see. And again, it looks like I just might lose this to... I mean, we can pump up the Prophetic Flamespeaker for tons. So it depends on how he blocks here. We might still be okay. But we might not be okay. So it's definitely going to be pumping up I definitely want to pump up this guy by 8, and then he does survive. No, he still doesn't survive no matter what. He really put these together. If we do this by 8, this one survives. But... and we kill off a lot of stuff. No, he goes to a 7. I can get this. I need to get this guy up to 1, 2, 3, to a 10. I can get him up to an 8. And this guy I need to get up to a... would have to be up to a 10 too, and I can get him up to a 5. I won't kill his Devotion. I'll kill off all his insects. Definitely want to... Don't know why. Why is this not letting me drag these? It's let me drag this side, so maybe I click on this and... Alright, MTG, let me do this right. So, because I need to first strike off the Death Touchers. And I think I just pump everything into this guy. Get him up to an 8. Because signing 1 damage, 1 damage, 1 damage, 2 damage. Alright. That's fine. I guess this is how it's going to go. Okay, now it lets me assign where to go. So come on, MTGO, you can do it. So first strike that down. His Devotion does get hurt, but again, he's got another Genesis Hydra coming next turn with the Nykthos Shrine to Nyx. Just these things just not going our way today. I think that's fine, because now we can assign how we want to pump this. And we need to get this guy big enough, see if we can get it big enough to actually mostly wipe his board. So it'll first strike down those, and then it's going to do 3 damage there and then 1 damage here. So this needs to be pumped once. So that will do first strike, and then it'll do 3 damage. I can actually keep this guy alive, can't I? No, 3. So 2 damage is going there. So 5 will actually do 2 damage and 5 damage. So that it will kill off his Genesis Hydra by doing 3 damage or 2 damage and 5 damage, which is fine. And then if I pump here, I think we can get the same outcome. So 1, 2, 3, 1 left over. And we should be okay here. So 1, 2, 3. That'll add 1 more damage. Ooh, if I pump him up to a 5, does it do enough? Yeah, because 1, 2, 3, and then 2 damage and 5 damage. It just wipes his board. But he's still probably in a better position than I am with another Genesis Hydra available to cast. And this should wipe his board and do no damage to him, but at least kill everything, if I did the math correct. And yep, unfortunately that's how it goes. We'll play another one. I mean, I'm not 100% out of this. He just has so much devotion. And I thought he had another one in his hand. I thought he had another Genesis Hydra in his... Oh no, because he had to use it because he cast it. It was on top of his library. And when he cast the other one... So we're still okay. Other than I'm getting these lands like crazy. So I'm in a Dragon Style Twin. And just sack off a there's no point to do Darksteel Citadel, so sack off a Darksteel Citadel to get me a 3/3. And then attack in. Alright, so his Courser's going to be dead. No, he's going to Crater Claw. Magma Jet. Oh, he still loses his Courser though, which is great. So his Devotion is really, really just gone. He's got another Courser that's coming out here though. Or is it a Plugrinos? You just draw into a... No, he's got a Crater's Claw and one other. No, I thought Courser. And he finds a land on top. Ay, ay, ay. And an Arbor Colossus. And Crater's Claw to take care of that hammer. So Swiftspear, which I'll cast, but it's not going to do anything for me. And I do believe that we do sack a mountain. I guess I could have done that at any time. And do I attack with the Swiftspear? And then force him, because that allows like a few things. If he blocks the Golem, I think I do. I don't think the Swiftspear is going to do much here. So if I can get in for that damage, that might be the better route. Yeah, okay. So, oh, yeah, so he's got it. So he's going to decide there. So it goes down to a 2. And now, there's a lot of ways that I could actually kill him here. But he gets the Arbor Colossus, which is really annoying. But he's still down to a 3. Scuttling Doom Engine wins the game. Satyr Hoplite absolutely does not win the game. And I want to keep it 6 to actually be able to cast the Scuttling Doom Engine. Polukranos on top again. So now he's out of range. How many? And we used like every Hammerhand, didn't we? Isn't one exiled as well? No, I do have one Hammerhand left in the deck. I have a few things going for me, but Hoplites are definitely not that. It's Scuttling Doom Engine I need to draw into before he starts finding every land imaginable on top of his library. And that's going to be able to tutor as well. There we go. Start drawing dead cards like Elvish Mystics. But his Devotion is back up to crazy. So, I mean, he can actually fight off a lot of things here. Yeah, he's going to go for either Monstrous on the Arbor Colossus or on the Polukranos. So he just pumps up for 3, so it's going to go after the Golem. Now he splits it there. And he's going to start attacking in. Yep, that's smart. And let's see if we can get that one of. We have a couple of outs here. Dragon Mantle at least draws us a card. Well, we could attack in and actually take out his Polukranos. Or we could just leave a turn and we actually have a Scry as well. I think that's the right play. We will hold back. We need to hit Scuttling Doom Engine or Shrapnel Blast, and him not hitting a land here for Shrapnel Blast. And he hits a land. So that's going to put up, it's only going to be Scuttling Doom Engine. And we'll definitely block the Polukranos. Titan Strength it and pump it. Put that on bottom. Surprised he didn't Monstrous there, just getting the extra bit of damage. So one time the Scuttling Doom Engine. Oh, look at that! We top deck it! And I don't think he can come back from this. Power 2 or less. So there's the top deck, and that is game. And my opponent is in disbelief. So it's a hasted Scuttling Doom Engine he cannot block. And perfect life total. So again, finally the luck does go back our way. We had to play that out perfectly for that to happen. Fought through two Genesis Hydras. So I'm very, very glad that we're able to do what we... I'm thinking that Scuttling Doom Engines harnessed by Force definitely come in. I'm debating the Peak Eruption. That's the big thing here. The Shrapnel Blast comes in. We are going to take out cards that are just absolutely terrible, and that is the Monastery Swiftspear. It just gets completely outclassed. It's hard to get above to punch through like a Courser Crewfix. I do think that the Satyr Hoplites are still okay, and if I do take anything out, it will be a Satyr Hoplite for a card like a Peak Eruption. And he's most likely running... Yeah, I think that we do that. So I'm going to take out 2 Satyr Hoplites. This puts us really low in creature count, though, for the Peak Eruption. But I'm thinking Peak Eruption can set him back, can take him off that red source, even though a lot of those are temples. Maybe I'll just run a 1 of Peak Eruption for his 1 of Mountain, as I don't want 2 of them. And then I could run in Scouring Sands, could actually kill those Death Touchers, but I don't think I care about them. Searing Blood hits nothing in his deck. Lightning Strike doesn't hit really anything in his deck either, so I think it will be just Satyr. We are going low on the creature count, but we do have bringing in like more Scuttling Doom Engines and more of the Shrapnel Blast will be nice. Alright, so this seems like a decent hand. We have Dragon Mantles on Prophetic Flamespeakers, which is huge, giving those guys fire breathing. We'll keep this. And then a Dragon-style Twin, which will be nice later on. And he doesn't have an explosive first turn Elvish. Again, Titan Strength is something that can really go lethal with either one of these cards in our hand. So Voyaging Satyr, I completely forgot that they probably were going to use that card, but Generator Servant, that's what we want to see, because that will pump us into the Dragon-style Twin early. But it looks like Courser's going to come down here. And we got a Xenagos. I don't know why he played that. There was no point to that. He just wanted off the top of his library. That's fine. We will sack Mr. Generator for Dragon Style. Get in here. And he's down to a 15. So that guy did 6 damage, which is great. Now he's getting the lands off the top, which is annoying. He's got a Xenagos that I'm sure he's going to be able to pop out and throw a blocker here. But if we do draw into... Can't give him Trample. I kind of just want to get this Prophetic Flamespeaker out, rather than... I'm going to attack into Xenagos. He'll just throw a Satyr in the way. I guess that is attack into him. Yeah, it just throws the Satyr in the way. That's why I want to get this Trampler out as soon as possible. So we're just going to go Prophetic Flamespeaker. And I will throw a Dragon's Mantle on him. And hopefully he doesn't have a way to remove the Prophetic Flamespeaker. So getting those lands still. He's hitting lands every time off the top of his library with Courser. And he's adding green, green, green. Or just 2 mana, actually. And he's got Devotion of 4. So Arbor Colossus. But there's a lot of things we can actually draw out here. Oh, that's just lovely. Kind of just don't even want a Darksteel Citadel because it does nothing. And we're going to attack into him with both of these. And see how he blocks. Alright, so on the Prophetic Flamespeaker, I believe this is going to be game with Trample. We'll Titan Strength. Now he can draw, what, a Crater's Claw, though? But a Crater's Claw can only do 3 damage. And no, Crater's Claw is sorcery speed, so we're fine. And this will Scry. Put that on top, actually, because we can actually cast it. And... Whoops, I should have just gone all Titan Strength on the Dragon Style. That was silly of me. Yeah. Oops. So this is going to be enough anyway, won't it? Yeah, it's going to be plenty. Yep. So anyway, he scoops because he knows that I'm going to do something else. And Wow, we barely pulled that. That's how the deck should work. How explosive the double strikers in red can be right now, and how, you know, some of the reasons big red probably wouldn't have worked as well versus that hand with the fast Xenagos, the fast Courser Crucifix, the fast everything. Whereas this style just completely went through his Arbor Colossus. He couldn't block with his Courser Crucifixes. He had to play more defensive with the Xenagos and whatnot. So loving this deck. We'll play another matchup here. This has been Kevin with GatheringMagic.com. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching Playing on a Budget. If you haven't already, please subscribe to Gathering Magic and check out our Playing on a Budget playlist, which contains every episode. Thanks again and hope to see you soon.